everybody, welcome back to another art project with Miss Smith and
Ashlyn. Aria.
you don't sound very enthusiastic. Try again. Okay? Alright, here we go. So today we are going to make a toilet paper and paper towel roll sculpture. Now, does anybody know what a sculpture is? What's a sculpture?
Sculpture.
What's a sculpture?
Sculpture.
Something that you build, okay? It has 3 dimensions to it. It's got height, it's got width, it's got length. You can turn it multiple ways, and every way that you look at it, it looks different, okay? So a couple supplies that you're going to need. First, you're going to need something for the bottom of the project. You're going to need cardboard. And so I used cereal box. I used cereal box. Look, Captain Crunch. Crunch Berries. So if you have an empty cereal box laying around, or like a Cheez-Its box, so you need some kind of like
Or a fish box.
platform for the bottom of your project to make everything sturdy and stand up on it. An empty Amazon box, any kind of cardboard that you have. So I cut up some cereal boxes. And 2 ways that you can do for the bottom. You can color directly on it for like a more colorful bottom to your art. Can you guys stop cutting for just a second, please? Alright, thank you. I'm hearing it in my ear. For a more colorful bottom or base of your art, what I did for mine is I added green cardboard to it. So I cut the piece first, and you can either use regular scissors or you can use crazy scissors. So I experimented with both. The crazy scissors, some of them kind of like ripped the cardboard. I'm gonna try this one. It's kind of got a really cool wavy look to it. So this works well. Yeah, some of the ones that have like the more intricate designs on it, it just rips the cardboard. So instead of having a straight edge to it, you can have more of like a wavy or a zigzaggy edge to your cardboard. I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting off all 4 edges. That way all 4 edges have a really cool edge. Okay.
I need
Yeah, see, this is kind of ripping now. It rips it a little bit. See how it ripped it right there. So we can always take a scissor and kind of trim all those fuzzies off. I'm just going to take this regular scissor and just... Alright, I just did that. Alright, so... Well, you... Actually, let me cut this in half. You cut... We are getting started. And there's yours. Alright. And so what I did after I cut the bottom of my project, you can either color on it with markers, crayons, or colored pencils. Hey, if you have paint, you can use paint to add color. Or you can use construction paper. See, I have a piece right here. Oh, it fits. So what I'm gonna do is trace the shape of my cardboard on here and then cut out the orange, and it'll be the exact shape that I need. Alright, so what I'm doing here is I just put my cardboard on top of my construction paper, and I'm going to trace my shape.
I need to cut all the small pieces out.
Okay. So what Ashlyn, or what Aria is doing right now is she's just taking the cardboard and her scissor, and she's cutting the toilet paper rolls into strips right now.
I can't pull it out.
And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut
Oh, there's another one.
out that construction paper. Just pull the whole thing.
Oh, there's another same color.
Alright. And so now I'm going to use my glue bottle. You can use a glue stick for this if you would like, whatever kind of glue you have laying around the house. And I'm gonna put lines around the edge like that, and a couple dots, not lots. And when I'm through, I close the top of my bottle of glue. Alright, and now I'm going to put my piece of cardboard or a piece of construction paper on top of my cardboard, and it should fit pretty good. I got a couple fuzzies down there. I'm gonna trim. Alright, so I got the bottom of my project completed. Okay, now we're gonna start building. Now, let's look at this. Let's look at the final product again. So you can see that there are some toilet paper and paper towel rolls that are heart-shaped. So you can use your fingers to kind of pinch and mold and bend the cardboard to make those shapes. Some of them are more narrow. See this one right here has more of like an oval shape to it. And it's okay. And this one right here has more of a circle, and this one has your heart. So after you have all of your slices cut, you can use them like that. You can pinch them to make them more of a circle shape. You can make them more of a heart shape by doing something like this. So let me get a little closer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pinch that down like that. I might take a couple turns, a couple tries to get it. I'm gonna kind of pinch it with my finger, pinch the bottom.
There.
Keep working with it until you're happy. All right, here we go. Ah, it's a heart. There we go.
Now,
You wanna show me your hearts? Oh, so Ashlyn used crazy scissors to cut her toilet paper rolls. Show them what you did. And so your heart, you can see it or not, turn it that way, you can see it. Her heart has those crazy edges to it instead of a straight edge. It's very creative. Another thing about this project is you have positive and negative space in your sculpture. Does anybody know in this class what's positive and negative space?
positive up, negative is down.
Nope. Positive space in a sculpture is the part that you can touch. Whether your sculpture is made out of stone or maybe a sculpture is made out of clay, that's the part where you feel the texture. Okay? The actual sculpture. That's the positive part which you can touch. So for this project, the positive would be the cardboard. This is positive. Positive, I can touch it. Negative space means hole. There's a lot of negative space. Wherever those holes are, that's called the negative space. Okay, so positive and negative space in this sculpture. Yes. That's okay. Maybe your size might differ. Let me show.
Yeah, mine is
So
super
you
small.
might have a small base to your project. That's okay, because maybe you make yours tall. See how tall you can make yours. So this is the fun part, because you have to figure out how this is all going to balance together. Because if you start making it too far on one side, it starts to lean, it's going to collapse. Now, if you get permission from an adult, you can use a hot glue gun for this, and it will stick immediately. But we're not using a hot glue gun here. We're going to be using Elmer's glue. So if you're using a glue bottle or a glue stick, you might need to kind of hold the pieces in place for a couple seconds in order for the glue to kind of adhere to the cardboard. Otherwise, go for it using a hot glue gun. All right, so here we go. So the first step is to figure out where that first piece is going to go. And again, you got so many options, guys. You could start in the middle, on the edge. You could do 1, 2, 3. You could just start one in the, I'm just going to do one in the middle, and I'm going to, and Ashlyn's already started. She's got 3 going on there. Oh, look at that. Yeah, good job. All right, I'm going to put a dot of glue, and I'm going to place it right in the middle. just like that. Now my next piece, here's where you gotta make your next decision. Where is that piece gonna go? Can my heart teeter-totter right on top of that one? Probably not so much, unless you're using a hot glue gun, then it's gonna dry pretty fast and you'll be fine. But if you're using an Elmer's glue bottle, you're gonna be holding it there for a while. So you gotta make a decision, where's that next piece gonna go? It might stay better if I put the heart on its side, like that. So let's try that. Alright, so I got my heart on top of my circle like that. Okay, good, look. Alright, so Aria's got the base of hers going on, that's good. Alright, I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna put it, instead of putting it on its side like that, I'm gonna turn it and glue it like that. There's many different ways to do this. Now when you're putting glue on the edge, that skinny edge of your cardboard, it might drip, you might get a little messy, but that's okay. There's a lot of gluing involved in this project, so you're probably gonna get kind of sticky. Alright, that's what I have so far. Let's keep going, just do a couple more. Now I'm not gonna finish mine right now, because I could spend 30 minutes doing this and have a lot of fun with it. Wonder what it would look like. Nah. So that's what you gotta do sometimes, is kind of just put it, you okay? Oh yes, you have to hold it there for a couple seconds in order for it to stay. What you might want to do, if you're not quite sure how something's gonna look, don't glue it yet. Kind of like lay it there. Nah, I don't know if I like that. That would be really cool if that could teeter-totter right there like that. But I think I'm gonna, instead, I'm gonna put this guy right down in there like that. So I need to put,
too much glue.
it'll dry, it's fine. I'm gonna put a little glue around the edge on one side. So what I just did here is I put a little bit too much glue, and I'm using clear glue, so it might be hard to see, but I just added a little bit of glue right there on that side, but I gotta turn it around now, and I'm gonna add a couple dots right in there. And I'm just gonna kind of let the glue drip down into those creases to stay. All right. Can I use this heart, or are you using it?
You can have it.
Thanks. The other thing that you can do when you're all done with this, because this sculpture is just all brown and white from the cardboard. So if you want to paint, you could always paint this when you're done. You could color it, maybe color it before you put it together, because coloring it afterwards might be a little tricky. I would say painting it after you glue it all together would work. That might work. It's all about figuring out what works best for you. All right, where do I want this heart? Right there. I think I'm gonna put it right there.
I don't want to pee poop.
I like that white. You know what? When you have one area of your art that's a different color from the rest, it's called emphasis. I have an emphasis on the white heart because everything else is brown. I wasn't even going to teach that in this lesson, but there you go. Look at that. All right, I'm going to stop doing mine and kind of check to see how everybody's doing.
Mine is wrong.
So Aria has included some of her her scraps from when she cut out her cardboard. That's very, very creative. We're gonna let hers dry for a little bit before we add more to it. And Ashlyn,
I have a cool piece that I want to add.
okay, go ahead and add it, and then I'm gonna show everybody.
I need to make it first, but it's not going to take too long.
Oh, okay. So here's Ashlyn. Here's Ashlyn's. I like look how high she got with those three right there. Turn it, keep turning it. Keep turning it, keep turning it. Very nice. And then you want to hold it up so people can see what you're doing? Okay. While she's doing that, I got one more thing to say. When this is all done and dry, please give it plenty of time to dry before you like play with it or pick it up or do anything. If you have any like teeny tiny little toys like Hatchimals, you got any Hatchimals down here? Go find me a tiny Lego person real quick. You can use this as like a playground or like a amusement park.
Get Mickey. Nope.
Get any Lego person. What you guys can't see right now is the rest of this. This is playroom over here. It is a disaster area over there. It's our playroom / basement / art studio right now. Any Lego person, quickly.
It's falling, it's falling, it's falling, it's falling. This is Minnie Mouse.
Okay, Minnie, we got Minnie Mouse coming. All right, we got Lego Minnie. See? Hey, Lego Minnie. So you can use this as like an area for your toys to play in. Let's see if I can find a spot for Minnie to sit.
She's
Having a hard time. Oh, there she goes.
Maybe she can sit inside of something.
Trying. Oh wait, maybe in there? Oh, her bow's too big.
Take
Here.
the bow off. It's a Lego.
There you go. Oh, she's sitting. I got her. So you can play around with it.
Mommy.
Yeah.
Take the bow off and
Oh.
put her back in.
Thanks. But I liked her with her bow. And she still doesn't fit. It's alright.
We need a.
So my point, hold on. My point is
We need Mr. Dinkle.
you've just created an area for your toys to play, and you can even put them on the bottom right there as well.
I'm done.
There she is. Hi, Minnie. Alright. Alright, Ashlyn's done. Let's take a look. Aria came
thought
back
I
to
was
her.
done.
She's adding more.
I thought I was done. And now I'm done.
Okay. This is very, very cool. Look at that. Look at that right there. This piece. Looks like an hourglass. What were you going for there, Ashlyn? What were you
I don't
trying
know.
to do? You don't know?
I honestly don't know. I just
Alright.
wanted to get creative.
Yeah, I love it. Alright. So are you gonna color yours or paint yours, or are you just gonna leave it the way it
I
is?
sort of like it the way it is.
Okay. Cool, cool. How about you?
I need to add one more thing.
You gonna
and
keep
then I'm
adding?
done.
Okay.
No, I need to hold it done and then I'm done.
Okay. So that is it. Toilet
Done.
paper and paper
Done.
towel roll sculpture. Have fun with it. I can't wait to see what you guys create. Bye!